heart's really close. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. She walks like a model.
Good afternoon, Philippines. You're now watching History Today, together with Danielle Biho
I'm Angela Sinango.
here on Rizal TV.
Hi, partner.
Hello, partner.
How are you today?
I'm okay.
Okay, because if you're okay, I have a question for you.
OMG, what is it?
I'm sure you can answer this one. Who colonized Philippines for more than 333 years?
So easy. The Spaniards, of course.
You're very great. Have you ever wondered how they managed to govern us for such a long time?
Yeah, come to think of it, they must have been good.
Oh, I disagree with you, partner, that they weren't good hunters but definitely a cunning politician.
I'm getting interested about how the Spaniards govern us, partner.
Well, to know more about the political structure of the Philippines, let us welcome Ms. Shaina Sampayan, a political historian from University of the Philippines.
Welcome to History Today.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you for accepting our invitation, Ms. Shine. How's life? I've been good.
Partner, sorry for interruption. Enough of niceties. Let's get down to business.
Can you give us an overview how the Spaniards govern our country? Well, to start, the Philippines is an archipelago, which means the country we're living in comprises mainly of sporadic islands, so it's quite tricky to manage us single-handedly. So what they did sum up perfectly this tradition: divide and conquer. Oh, how did they do that? They set up barriers.
Pardon me, Miss Shine, but I'm a little slow when it comes speaking Spanish. What does the barrio mean?
Etymologically, barrio is a Spanish name meaning neighborhood, whereas it's used officially to denote the division of municipal. Who gets to lead these barrios? The head of the barrio is called Cabeza de Barangay. They were Filipino natives or Chinese mestizos, whom the Spaniards appointed since we did not practice democracy at that time. In addition, only the descendants of Baraja were allowed to hold such position.
Is that all?
Sure, there's more. They should be also literate in Spanish, has good moral, and should learn how properties on their name to complete the qualification. Miss Shine, what are the responsibilities of a cabeza de barangay? They were responsible for keeping peace and order of the barrio, and they were also assigned to collect the tributes from the people.
They did have bonuses?
Well, they had incentives. Instead, they were allowed to participate in the galleon trade and could be exempted from forced labor granted they have served for 25 years. What is its significance in the Spanish colonial government? Good question. The barrio is the smallest local government unit in the Spanish colonial government.
And for that, thank you very much, Miss Shine. We learned a lot from you today.
Always welcome, Daniel and Ninja. Thank you. Up next, let's hear more about the political structure of the Philippines during the Spanish period after the break.
Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader.
Now, we're back in History Today.
Partner, I'm very curious about this. If the barrio is the smallest local government unit, what comes before it?
Maybe this beautiful lady can help us, partner.
Really?
Well, let's welcome Miss Devi Sabang, an instructor of Ateneo de Manila University. Good afternoon, Miss Devi.
Good afternoon, History Today.
With no further delay, can you please answer my question I directed to Daniel earlier?
Oh yes, I hear the two of you talking, and the answer to your question is Pueblo.
Here we go again. What does that mean?
Literally, it means town, which is headed by the gobernadorcillo.
What does it take to be a gobernadorcillo?
Well, any native or Chinese mestizo, not below 25 years old, literate in oral or written Spanish, and has been a cabeza de barangay of 4 years.
What were his responsibilities?
Among his administrative duties were the preparation of the tribute list, recruitment and distribution of men for labor works, communal public work, and military conscription. postal clerk, and judge in minor civil suits. He also intervened in all administrative duties pertaining to his town, lands, justice, finance, and the municipal police.
Did he also had incentives?
He had an annual salary for only 24 pesos, but he was exempted from taxation.
Well, that explains a lot. I read something before that the official of the Pueblo were taken from the Principalia, the noble class of pre-colonial origin.
Yeah, you're correct. That's correct, partner. A few of these prominent families were Lando, Topaz, Gatmaitan, Liwanag, Angelinan, Panganiban, Valderas, Aguinaldo, to name a few.
And for that, thank you very much. I will learn a lot from you today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader.
And now, we're back in History Today.
Partner, we've done municipal government and the barrio government. Up next is the provincial government. What can you say about this, partner?
Here we go again. Me, Minjel, and her questions.
Oh, come on, partner. Grant me this one, please.
Well, what the news certainly includes corregimientos, an ayuntamiento, and alcaldía.
How are they related?
Hi, Minjel. May I call on Miss Carlin Tagalog to help me answer my dear partner questions. Our guest is a home-based writer and author of several historical books such as Waelhe, The Unsung Heroes of Visayas, currently living in my heart, Job, and Luan, Cebu for sure.
Good afternoon, Minchel. Good afternoon, Daniel.
Good afternoon, Miss Karen. Daniel just said the provincial government. There is an ayuntamiento, an alcaldía, and corregimientos. I wonder what those are.
Okay, in the Spanish colonial government, the provincial branch consisted of an alcalde and a corregimientos. An alcaldía is a term used for pacified provinces. It is governed by an alcalde mayor, while the other hand, the corregimientos are the provinces that were still unpacified and needed military supervision. It is governed by what we call corregidores.
The partner, corregidores and alcalde mayor did the same job, only that corregidores exercised his power more on military aspects. Since that, what they needed to tame the natives.
Well, what was their job?
I can answer it for you. Alcalde mayor and corregimientos exercised multiple prerogatives as judge, inspector of encomiendas, chief of police, tribute collector, captain general of the province, and vice-regal patron.
What about the ayuntamiento?
Partner, ayuntamiento is the city of government. Several ayuntamiento make up the alcaldía and or corregimientos.
Ah, I get it now. In modern sense, cities make up a province.
Exactly.
Miss Carlin, my source provided me with a trivial information which says alcalde mayor and corregimientos, which is usually insulares, right?
Yeah, that's right. Insulares are the Spaniards born in the Philippines.
Speaking of trivial information, I'm a little curious how much money they get in serving such position.
Their annual salary ranged from 300 pesos to 2,000 pesos before 1847 and 1,500 to 1,600 after then.
Any privileges worth mentioning?
They have one. It's the indulto de comercio. It is a special privilege where all people are forced to do business with the alcalde mayor or the corregimientos.
And for that, thank you, Miss Carly. Would you like to invite our viewers to your book launching?
Guys, please support my book launching in SM Seaside. See you there.
Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader.
You're still tuning in on Rizal TV.
This is History Today.
Partner, we will talk about national government. But before that, can you give me an overview about it?
We invited a guest to answer your question, partner.
Hmm?
Well, let's welcome Charlie Canning, a renowned historian.
Good afternoon, Miss Cherry.
Good afternoon, Minjal. Good afternoon, Daniel.
So, can you give me an overview about the national government during the Spanish colonization of the Philippines?
Okay. In the national level, the King of Spain governed his colony via Consejo de las Indias. In English, it is literally translated into Council of the Indies. So, his seat power, what I mean is the Gobernador General, was in Intramuros, Manila. So, as the highest representative in the Philippines, he was given several duties. So, to mention a few, he was the head of the Supreme Court, the Royal Audiencia de Manila. He was also the Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy, and the economic planner of the country. So, he also had the authority to supervise mission work and oversee ecclesiastical appointments.
Can you share something about the judiciary bodies during the Spanish colonization?
Yes. To check the abuse of power of royal officials, two ancient Castilian institutions were brought here in the Philippines. So, those two are the Residencia and the Visita. Okay. So, the Residencia dating back to the 5th century and the Visita, different from the Residencia, is that it was conducted clandestinely by a Visitador General from Spain and might occur anytime within the official's term without any previous notice. Yeah, that's all I can share.
Thank you very much, Sherry.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
very much. Thank you very much.
Our show ends here. This is the show where rumors yesterday are now history today. Thank you, Philippines.
Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found